In a lot of the world, people still live in a squat. They cook, they work and they rest in it. But here in the West, we swapped it for chairs, sofas and car seats. And now most of us can't get into the position we were born with. We didn't lose it, we just stopped using it. So it starts here, not with fancy drills, just time in the position, letting your body remember what it was built to do. In a moment, I'll show you some simple ways to start improving your squat. And this will be done in small steps that help you reclaim something you were born with. And sure, if you've had a hip replacement, arthritis or something that limits your range, this might not be fully accessible. But for most of us, the problem isn't the body, it's the lifestyle. And that's something we can change. We can all sit in a chair, right? Here's where you start. Simple. You don't rest your bum, you tap it and stand back up. Do one today, then add one more each day for the next 20 days. So once you've done that and it feels easy, go lower. A bench, a box, just get a stack of plates, whatever you've got. Same idea, 1 rep a day, build it up. Over time, your body starts to remember. So repeat the process, but lower the height of the item that you're sitting on. Continue that, and the additional movements I'll show you in a moment. So most of us spend a lot of the day with our heels raised in shoes, boots or trainers. So over time this shortens the muscles in the back of the lower leg, the gastrocnemius and the soleus, and makes a deep squat feel almost impossible. And this is because we can't bring our foot up towards our shin because these muscles are tight. So once again, you don't have to overthink it, and doing a simple calf stretch will help. You can see here on my left leg that I have gone into a calf stretch. The gastrocnemius is a muscle which attaches above the knee, so you have to keep your knee straight in order to stretch it. I'm taking myself forwards to stretch the gastrocnemius and getting my toes more towards my shins. It's important to remember here that the heel needs to remain on the floor as I lean myself forward. So next I bend the knee and do the same. By doing this we remove the gastrocnemius and just only stretch the soleus, because the soleus attaches below the knee. And I will hold those probably about a minute or so and just breathe my way through the stretches. Now what I'm going to show you is a muscle energy technique. So here I'm going to contract those muscles. So with my knee straight, I'm there working the gastrocnemius and soleus. So I'll hold this for about 10 seconds, and then after I've contracted it, I have a short window to go back into the stretch, and it should go a little bit further. So with these, you probably want to do them 3 times on each leg. Contract the calf for about 10 seconds, and then hold the stretch each time for about 30 seconds to a minute on each leg. So you don't need to smash it, just stay consistent. So do it 3 to 4 times a week, and over time your ankles and calves will improve greatly. And obviously do them whilst working on your squat progressions. This is a position called happy baby, and it enables the hip to get into a position where you're actually squatting in. And it's a lot easier to do it here than it is when you're battling with everything else like balance and your ankle mobility. So do these regularly alongside the ankle mobility routines, and it will help you regain your squat. This is another movement to help get the hip into a squat position. Just have a bench that you can lean on, put the foot out to the side of the bench and then just sit comfortably there for a couple of minutes. Relax into it, breathe, let the nervous system just relax as you hold that position. Just try and remember that the body actually wants to come back to this point. This is its natural place. We just have to embrace it and let the body move into those positions without fighting anything. Again, as with the ankle mobility, do these regularly and it will help you reclaim the squat position. So whilst resisting the temptation to make this more complicated than it actually is, you can use blocks to progress. This removes the ankle dorsiflexion issue entirely and just gets the body more comfortable with being in a full squat and enabling the hips to move better. And here I'm just starting off using the double blocks just to get used to being in that position, and you'll see in the video I'll gradually reduce them. So I'll just speed this up so that you can see what I'm doing, but it makes sense, I'm sure. All I'm doing is having a higher block, reducing the height of the block, and then eventually bringing them together and then removing them entirely. So I think, just to summarise, we need to remember that we were born to squat. I think society and social media have made it very complicated to understand how we reclaim it. It really doesn't need to be very difficult or very complicated in order to do so. It is a natural movement. We've just ultimately evolved not to do it within our society that we live. So do the progressions, one a day, every day for 20 days, slowly reducing the height that you do it whilst doing these ancillary movements, and reclaim your squat.